Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the Maui Dynasty, where we are 8-1 so far. We are ranked. We are 3-0 in conference. The season is going very well. The only other unbeaten team in the conference is Nevada, also at 3-0 in conference. So let's try to, see what we can do in those last 3 regular season games. The top of our next opponent's roster, the San Diego State Aztecs, very offense heavy. A couple quarterbacks, a receiver, running back, a tight end, and like a defensive tackle and a linebacker here. Quarterback is Kyle Crum, 6'3", 195. Very accurate quarterback. He has a very solid arm at 94 throw power. That's pretty good. The quickness is definitely not there. 73 speed is not going to get you very far. So let's collapse the pocket around him and let's see him go down. Running back is Lucky Sutton, 6'1", 212 out of San Diego. Very solid, elusive back with 86 break tackle. He has 89 carrying. The route running is very solid as well. He definitely also has some really good power tools there. Trucking is different, pretty good. And then 91 speed, also very solid. Top receiver is Will Cianfrini, 6'4", 190, really big, wide out there. With decent route running and decent hands, but nothing spectacular. The only spectacular thing about his game is the spectacular catch, which is at 88. That's pretty good. And then he also has some pretty good speed, 94 speed, 94 acceleration. At his size is pretty exciting. And then they've got a tight end here in Ryan Wolfer. He wears number 95. That's pretty disgusting, but he's a pretty solid blocker. Hands are actually not really there. His route running is subpar as well, but he has some pretty good power, and not gonna be a great receiving threat, so not too worried about him. The line looks subpar as well. 78 overall left tackle and 81 overall left guard, 73 overall center. That's so weak. 75 overall right guard, and then 80 overall right tackle. Definitely a very weak O-line. And then the defense, the D-line only has one good player. It's a defensive tackle here in Marshall Carrington. Very solid run stopper. 83 block shed is really good. 84 strength is a little bit on the weaker side, to be honest. 73 power moves, 79 finesse moves. So he's also not a great pass rush threat, but he definitely can do some damage. It's just he's the only one. Then they have a linebacker in Danny Niu, their best linebacker. Dislocated ankle, out for 6 more weeks. His season is done because San Diego State is probably not going to make it to the conference championship game, I'm assuming. And then we have Jared Beatty, 6'3", 230. That's their best linebacker now. He's a pass coverage guy with actually pretty decent pass coverage ratings, but the rest is just not really there. The run stopping is really weak. 59 block shedding as a middle linebacker is pretty awful. 81 speed, also below average. And then their top corner is Isaiah Buxton, 6', 165. Very slender frame with 86 zone coverage. That's really good. 83 catching is pretty good, but the man and the press is not there at all. The only thing he really has going for him is the speed and the athleticism overall. So definitely watch out for him. But this defense is completely devoid of talent. They do not have great players in that on that side of the ball. I'm much more worried about the offense and that running game with Lucky Sutton. He's really good. So far, we have played San Diego State once every season, and so far we are 1-1 against them. So today is going to be a tiebreaker. I hope we can do some damage here. This is going to be an away game, so I don't know how this team is going to play on the road here. But we're going to find out right now as San Diego State is going to start the day on offense. And that's Cianfrini behind Candelaria. And that's going to be going all the way. 82-yard touchdown. There's the speed of the number 1 wideout. As San Diego State is going up by 7 on the first play of the game. Maui is ranked number 10. But that play did not look like a defense from a number 10 team. as Hirsch is going to get it away this time. This is JJ Easy, and he jukes out 2 people at once. What a move. 27 yards for JJ Easy. And just like that, they're already in positive or in plus territory. 2nd and 4, and they're going to run it behind Will Whitehurst. That's going to be a 9-yard gain and a first down in the process. 2nd and 10, they go double twin set. Hirsch removes his feet, resets his feet, and McHugh is going to juke out 2 defenders again. Jesus. That was a very nice play by the tight end, moving them into the red zone. And now down to the 1. Edward Hirsch has a throw lined up, and he's going to throw it into the end zone. Touchdown, George Smith. And the Surfers put some points on the board. It's a tie game at 7, and the Aztecs are back on offense as they're going to run a read option here. And they actually did get the first down out of that. 14 yards for Kyle Crum. First down and 10. They're going to motion over the tight end, Wolfer, and they're going to throw a play action shot here, and that's going to be good. Nice play design. That's about 24 yards, and going to move them into plus territory as Crum is going to hand it off to Lucky Sutton, and he's got about 9 yards. Down to the 27. That's now field goal range, definitely. And San Diego State is looking to score again. Crum downfield. It's caught. It's Cianfrenia again with another big catch. 24 yards for him. And now 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Crum into the end zone. Broken up, and that should have been pick 6, man. Jesus. Jose Mangold, you got to pick 6 that one. That's going to be a field goal now for San Diego State. 10-7 game, and Maui takes over on offense, and Smith just gets the first down, goes down as 3 defenders were around him. And they try to get him to jump, but they do not succeed as Hirsch is going to have to throw it away, and he does so, but not without getting hit at the end there. So that's going to be a punt, and San Diego State gets the ball back, and they're going to hand it off to Lucky Sutton, who looks pretty dynamic so far. 7 yards on that run, and they are closing in on midfield. 3rd and 9 now for Crum, and you need to throw it at some point, and that one is going to be caught by Wolfer as diving DB there came up completely empty on the interception. 2nd and 8 now at the edge of the red zone, and that one is complete to Wolfer, who's got about 10 yards, and they move the sticks. Now last play before the quarter is up, and they're gonna hand it off and nowhere to go. That's gonna be 4th and 2 coming up, and the Aztecs are not taking the offense off the field. 4th and goal, and they're gonna run it, and there is absolutely nowhere to go. Down to the 1, and that's gonna be a turnover on downs as Maui gets a couple of runs to start off the drive. And now 3rd and 4, but the ball falls incomplete, intended for Smith. They knew exactly where the ball was going, and San Diego State gets the ball back at around midfield. Great field position for the Aztecs, and they are going to set up the screen there for Lucky Sutton. What a play design. 11 yards, and continue the drive. Move the chains. 3rd and 4 at the edge of field goal range. Pressure coming in. Incomplete for Crum as he also gets hit in the backfield. 4th down and 4, and this time they're content, taking the points. And the field goal is down and good. San Diego State up by 6 points, and Maui now needs to go get some points of their own. We are about 7 minutes away from the end of the half, and this one's good for about 8 yards. JJ Easy with his 2nd catch on the day. 2nd and 2 now, and Hirsch is pressured. 5-man zone blitz there, and Morris is good with the catch, gets the first down. Moves the chains in the process. 2nd and 5 now. They're going to motion over George Smith across the formation, and Edward Hirsch is going to throw it over the middle, and that one is caught. Great play by Terry Carter. 1st down and 10, and they're going to hand it off to Whitehurst now, and he's going to turn it upfield, fall ahead, get the first down, about 11 yards on the play. Finally a run again. They should be running it a little bit more often, looking at this week, front 7 especially. And this catch is made by George Smith. I actually can't believe that he made that. But they are going to move the chains into the red zone now. And Smith already has 75 receptions on the season now. I'm pretty sure if we make it to the conference championship game, he's going to get to 100. 3rd and 10 for Hirsch. And he's going to throw it into the end zone. And it is broken up as Smith had a couple steps on his defender. But the ball was definitely underthrown. And the DB was able to knock it away. As San Diego State quarterback Crum is going to get sacked here because he didn't get the ball away on time. Jerry Davis with a nice play, and they have to punt it back to the Surfers, and that's great field position now as McHugh has a huge catch, almost 20 yards on that one, and they are in field goal range already now after that big sack. Was pretty bad field position for the Aztecs. Now a nice catch made by J.J. Easy again, his 3rd on the day. Pretty solid play there as well, moving the chains. Now 2nd and 9, and we're inside 2 minutes now, by the way, as Smith is gonna get the new first down there, about 12 yards there on the play. And Hirsch has now a 3rd and goal, and at the sideline the catch is made, but it's shy of the sticks. And now from the 2-yard line, they are also not going to take the offense off the field. They don't get anybody to jump, but Hirsch is going to get it away, and that's going to be a touchdown. And Maui Surfers put some more points on the board, and they take the lead now 17-13 as the Aztecs just had a couple bad sequences there. They allow the field goal, and then they get sacked immediately there and allow a touchdown to end the half. We're at halftime here now. So far, the Aztecs honestly looked like the battered team. They had 4 drives down into field goal range, and they get only 13 points to show for it. Yeah, and now Maui even gets the ball to start the second half, and 3rd and 6, and Hirsch just completely whiffs on the throw as McHugh was a little bit open there if he had led him the right way. And Wolfer is going to break a tackle and get the first down, 13 yards after the punt by the Surfers. The Aztecs now almost in plus territory. They're at midfield, 3rd and 2, and they get a nice 7-yard run up the middle. That's going to get him 7 and the first down. Now they're going to hand it off again, but this is not Lucky Sutton. This is going to be a 10-yard gain, almost the first down. They call it 2nd and inches, but they do get the first down eventually. Now it's 1st and 10, and in the end zone, this is how you do it, Edward Hirsch. This is how you do it. He was exactly the same positioning as George Smith on that shot in the end zone earlier. And yeah, Edward Hirsch underthrows it. Kyle Crum puts it on the money. And that's why San Diego State is now up by 3 points, as Hirsch is going to throw it on the outside, and that catch is made by Smith. A very tough grab in double coverage, but he makes it work. 2nd and 8 now from midfield, as the Surfers are going to have a shot down the field. 1-on-1. Smith in the end zone. Touchdown. The Surfers retake the lead. It's 24-20. And the Surfers put some more points on the board here with their top target, George Smith. It was actually a bad decision to throw it there because the DB actually had the leverage, but it was underthrown enough that George Smith was in better positioning there. And now Kyle Crum is going to involve his top receiver, Cian Freeney, to go get a first down. And now they're going to have a play action shot on the outside, and it's caught again. 17 yards, and Kyle Crum with that is over 300 yards passing. This game should have been a blowout, honestly, and so far it's not. But they're going to run it for about a 10-yard gain, and they are going to move the chains. 3rd and 8 now. Kyle Crum, they're going to go empty backfield, and Crum is having lots of time and eventually decides to throw it away, as there was no pressure generated by Maui at all. And now 3rd and 10, and they snap the ball too late, and Hirsch goes and gets sacked. That was horrible designing there, as George Smith actually had nobody cover him, and they snapped the ball too late as Kyle Crum delivers a nice throw there and gets the first down, and they're already in plus territory now. Still a 4-point game, and down there, that's a catch made on the outside. What a play for the Aztecs, and they are going to move the chains on that one as well. 3rd and 9, 4-man pressure. Crum needs to make a decision. 1-on-1 in the end zone, and that's wide open. And for some reason, his receiver stepped out. Can you believe it? They're just going to get the points. It's a 1-point game now after that Aztec field goal. And we're going to go back on offense now. That last sequence was pretty bad for Maui, but this time they got to do better. As Hirsch has a wide open slant there. George Smith with a nice 12-yard connection. 2nd and 4. That's in plus territory now, and Hirsch needs to make a decision, and Easy has another catch over the middle, 12 yards. Gets another first down. He's just the chain mover right now. 3rd and 10 as Hirsch is going to get the screen away, and Whitehurst is going to be bottled up. 5 yards to gain, and that's actually important, 5 yards, because they're going to go try a field goal, and this one is 45-yarder. That's good, and Maui is up by 4 again, but you would have wanted the points there, the touchdown there, instead of just a field goal. So now it's a 4-point game, and there are 7 minutes left in the game, so San Diego State is very much in this still, and they're going to go get the first down on that throw. That's an 11-yard gain. 3rd and 3 now from the San Diego State 39, and they're going to hand it off again for an easy first down, 10 yards. Go move the sticks. 2nd and 8, and Kyle Crum is going to have a play action shot on this one, and the pocket was clean again. He gets the shot over the middle. That's a first down, and he's nearing 400 passing yards on the day now. They're going to motion out the tight end and then have a play action shot, and Crum has another wide open receiver over the middle there. I can't believe how easy it is for San Diego State right now to move the ball down this field. Trips to the left, and they're going to go with the read option shot, and Crum down to the 1-yard line. Couldn't punch it in, but now 3rd and goal. Can this Maui defense do something about it? It's going to be play action, and the ball falls incomplete as the pressure got there at the last possible 10th of a second. 4th and goal. They're going to hand it off, and it's shy of the goal line. No good. Turnover on downs, and Maui now from the 1-yard line. Whitehurst is the back, and he's going to get the first handoff. That's a 9-yard gain. Get him out of the danger zone. And now 2nd and 1, playbook's wide open. They're going to move the sticks, get about a 5-yard run, and now it's 1st and 10 at the sideline, 7-yard gain by Roger Ramirez. Now 3rd and 2. We're at the 2-minute warning, and you gotta get this one as Whitehurst goes ahead, gets about 6 yards, and takes a timeout away from the Aztecs. 2 timeouts left, 1:56 on the clock. They're going to run it again. Whitehurst redirects to the right side. What a move. And he's going to get close to another first down. In any case, it's going to be a timeout for San Diego State. And yeah, now we're 3rd and 6. And they had a chance to get off the field here. And they did not. They allowed them a 7-yard run on 3rd and 6. And that's going to do it. That's the game. San Diego State doesn't get the ball back at the end there. And it's a 4-point win. Very narrow escape for the Surfers as Edward Hirsch gets player of the game. But honestly, Crum played even better, honestly. He had almost 400 passing yards, man. 388. He had a almost 70% completion percentage. No mistakes from him. He played the perfect game, man. Hirsch threw it almost 50 times for that 307 yards. That is not enough, man. Whitehurst with 92 yards. We actually did get the run going a little bit. I should have ran it a lot more. But yeah, they didn't get it going at all on the ground. Lucky Sutton didn't even have 3 yards of carry, man. And then Cien Freeney, man, that kid, oh man, that first touchdown, that was very bad. And then yeah, Jordan Napier, we couldn't stop him. This kid was like catching everything. He had a bunch of catches. Even Ryan Wolford with his 71 yards, 71 speed, he had like 19 yards a catch, man. That's crazy. George Smith, he was pretty reliable, but he also had a couple drops. The most reliable receiver in this game was definitely JJ Easy, 70 yards on 6 catches, no drops. Nice game from him. And yeah, overall, I'm actually pretty disappointed in how we performed. We only got 1 sack, even though that line was actually not good at all. But somehow they did get it to work, and They got the ball out quickly, and if they didn't have to, they would just stand there until the receiver was open, man. And usually the receiver was Napier then. Yeah, Mountain West Conference Offensive Player of the Week is George Smith with 112 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's actually pretty slow stat line for a Player of the Week award. But let's talk recruiting. We got another one. It's Hakeem Ezukanma out of Greensboro, North Carolina. He's a blocking tight end. Don't know how much I'm going to play him, but it has been shown that these blocking tight ends actually can do a little bit of damage in the receiving game as well. It's just we don't know anything about that because all the blocking ratings are on the screen, but none of the receiving ratings. And then we don't even know his speed. Jay Parham is the other one we got this week. A man cover corner out of Anaheim, City of Angels. 94 speed, 90 acceleration, 80 man coverage, 83 press right off the bat, man. Looks really good. Happy about him. Now, the New Mexico Lobos are our next opponent, as we are now 4-0 in conference. We have 2 more games left. And yeah, they have a couple of good edge rushers, a running back, a quarterback, a guard, a tackle. So a little bit all over the place on the good players. But they are going to be missing out on their top quarterback with a knee cartilage tear. His season is done. Unless they make it somehow to the conference championship game or to the playoffs, which I doubt is happening. Their now starting quarterback is now Demetrius Davis, a 72 overall with 83 throw power. That's really bad. And the accuracies, the best one is 83 and all the other ones are like in the 70s. So he's a very not good quarterback, I guess. 84 speed is actually pretty dangerous, so he's definitely going to run, but that arm is so weak and the accuracy is just so bad. Javin Jacobs is their running back. He's thankfully not injured for them. He's a very good elusive back, no doubt about it. He's a pretty good receiver as well. The power is not there at all, but he has some good traits as an elusive back, and 88 speed, not too shabby. Caden Pope is their top receiver. We saw him last time around. I can still remember he had a crazy stat line, like 6 catches or something for 170 yards, or I don't know. He had a crazy good game. Great route runner, not crazy good hands, but if you're open all the time, you don't need the high catch in traffic. And 92 speed is pretty solid as well. And then they have another good receiver in Dalvin Sullivan, 5'11", 183 out of Portales, New Mexico, with decent route runnings. Not gonna lie, that looks pretty good. The hands should be a little bit better, but I mean the important ratings are up there. 86 catching, 89 catching traffic is pretty good. And then 88 speed, not the fastest. And also negative about him is his number 35. That's just disgusting. And then we've got an O-line that actually doesn't look half bad. This O-line is actually pretty solid, but they are going to be missing their left guard. They have an 80 overall center. They have an 80 overall right guard. And they have an 81 overall right tackle, although this kid is also injured. So they have 2 injuries along the O-line. And that 66 overall freshman that's going to start, that's not a good look, especially that kid is going to be playing Jerry Davis. So I am hoping for a bunch of sacks from Jerry Davis in this game, man. And on the D-line, they do have a couple of good players. It's not the best D-line we've ever seen, but 91 finesse moves on this guy, Tele. 76 power moves, some pretty solid strength. The 64 block shedding is actually not great, but other than that, this guy looks pretty solid. They also have Amir Burgess, a 6'5", 280 edge rusher, who could also play defensive tackle if he needed to. I think he's like the Aaron Donald size. 85 finesse moves, 76 power moves, 81 strength. That's actually a little bit low for his size, but 70 block shedding is also not great. He's definitely more of a pass rusher, and yeah. For the linebacker situation, they've got their top linebacker is a 78 overall, so that's also not a sign of, oh, I'm so scared of this defense. He's, you know, just a solid overall linebacker. He's not crazy in coverage. He's not crazy as a run stopper. He's not crazy athletic. He's just an average linebacker. And then they've got a 79 overall corner as their best DB, Jalen Walker. And yeah, 92 zone, crazy good, but all the other stuff is just so bad, man. Actually, the catching is pretty good, but the man coverage is just horrible. But if you had to decide between good man and good zone, you would always take the good zone, because that's what you run a lot more on the field there. And 89 speed is also not crazy good, especially not against our receivers. So far, we have played New Mexico once, and we've won that game. So hoping to do it again. Let's see how this is going to play out, as New Mexico is going to kick it away, and Will Whitehurst is back in the end zone. He's just going to take a knee. And let's get this show on the road, man. George Smith is going to be the top receiver in this game again. He's at about 1,200 receiving yards, man, so far. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line, and Hirsch is going to get it away to Terry Carter, the speedy wideout, with about a 12-yard gain on that play. They're going to move the sticks. Now 3rd and 10, as New Mexico made it very difficult to run on them, and Will Whitehurst is actually gonna get the first down on the slip screen. Very nice performance there on the slip screen, evading a couple tacklers and then falling ahead. And now over the middle, that's McHugh with a nice 13-yard gain. That's another first down for the Surfers offense. Now 3rd and 8. This is the edge of field goal range. Can't take a sack here, and that's exactly what we do, as Edward Hirsch didn't find anybody open. And now it's going to be a 4th and 13 for a 53 field goal try, and this one is not even close to good, as Goodrow didn't really get the leg on this one. And now it's still 0-0, as New Mexico is going to take over now. And over the middle, the catch is made, and that is also a pretty disgusting number for a receiver. 9 yards and almost a first down. Now 3rd and inches, and they're just going to run it, and that's a huge lane, and falling ahead for about 9 yards is Javen Jacobs. Looks pretty good so far. 1st down and 10 in plus territory now, and they're gonna throw it over the middle. That's caught, and a first down. Moving the chains easily. That's Demetrius Davis. 3rd down and 10, and Davis is gonna throw it. He does get it away on time, and it is a first down, as Jacoby Jefferson, a receiver with the number 42, falls ahead as well. 1st and goal from the 5, and this one's gonna be good. Touchdown Lobos. And they are going to get on the board first with Brody. And New Mexico up by 7 now, as they are trying to upset the number 8 ranked Maui Surfers. This game, by the way, is at home for the Surfers, and this is always good turf for us, as Morris is going to juke out one defender there and go get to the 50. That's a nice play. And now we have 1st and 10 from midfield. And Hirsch is going to get it away to his number 1 receiver. That's Smith, with a 9-yard completion, almost getting the first down. They move the chains, and now it's 1st down and 10 from the 37. And the pressure is coming in, and they get it away quickly to the angle route. And Morris gets it down to the 21-yard line. Very nice play by the running back. And now Edward Hirsch is going to throw it again. This is Terry Carter, and that's about a 9-yard gain. Almost moving the chains again. They do. And now it's 1st and goal from the 6, and the pressure is coming in. They get an extra blitzer, but that's a touchdown anyway, as the Surfers tie up the game at 7. Touchdown Smith on the slant. Very nice play. And now New Mexico gets the ball back on offense, and they have a chance to score again. They go with 2 receivers to the left, two receivers stacked on the right side, and that did work out for them, but then the receiver doesn't watch where the ball is going to go, and that's going to be dropped, and they have to punt it away. Good field position now for Maui, as Hirsch is going to dump it off on the short route there. That's Greg McHugh, the tight end, who does get the first down and moves the chains. 1st and 10 from the 42 of New Mexico, and Hirsch is going to reset his feet a couple times, and this is Roger Ramirez. He gets a block thrown. Touchdown Maui. What a play from the Maui offense. Terry Carter with the perfect downfield block there. It was just honestly a slant, and Hirsch was just waiting until Ramirez reached the other side of the field, and then just laid it in there for them. And Terry Carter had the one block that Ramirez needed, and that was that. 14-7. And New Mexico gets a 9-yard gain there on the play. As Demetrius Davis is now 3rd and 1. Gotta have this one. They're gonna throw for it, and on the outside, that one's caught. There's a flag down, as well as they're gonna catch Kenneth Phelps with a roughing the passer. So that's bad news. And New Mexico moves the ball and gets 15 on top. 3rd and inches, and they're just gonna run it here. Davis with the first down run. Great play. I told you that kid was gonna run. That's the only thing he can do well. 1st down and 10 from the 24, and Davis is gonna get destroyed here as Nate Goodspeed collapses the edge, and Davis just runs right into it. And now it's 4th down and 2 from the 16-yard line, and this one is right off the upright. It's no good. And Maui takes over with still their 7-point lead intact. Hirsch is going to get it away to McHugh, who again has another first down, 14 yards. McHugh has been involved very well in this offense lately, and they're just continuing to trust him. But this time, the ball is going to go out to Roger Ramirez as he can't run away from the DB there, but that's still going to be a first down. And now Storm Simple, a defensive tackle for New Mexico, seems to be injured and has to leave the field. 1st down and 10. Pocket is kept clean. Carter with a wide open catch and run opportunity. That's about 18 yards on the play. And Maui moves the chains again, and they move it close to scoring. That's in field goal range now. 3rd and 10, and they're actually gonna have a four-way go into the end zone. Touchdown, Maui! What a play! Terry Carter with the score, as they had an all-go concept lined up at a 3rd and 10, and they just nail it there as Carter shows off the speed against the number 1 corner, no less. And now 3rd and 7, and great coverage down the field by Sergio Gonzalez as they knock it away, get the ball back after the punt, and with great field position as well. 7 yards on that play to Smith, and now they're gonna hand it off to Whitehurst, and he doesn't get there. 4th and inches coming up, but they have to go for it. This is no man's land, man. Got to go for it there, and Whitehurst easily gets the first down on a 7-yard run, and we're inside 2 minutes now. So this is also an opportunity to just run down the clock and have New Mexico not get the ball back in this half, as Smith has a screen set up for him and gets 14 yards due to perfect blocking. 3rd and goal for Hirsch. There's half a minute on the clock, into the end zone. Touchdown, Smith. And the Surfers put some more points on the board. It's 28-7. And so far, New Mexico hasn't done much after that opening drive touchdown. So far, good game for Maui. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, as we are going to get to the second half now, and New Mexico has a drive going here. They're going to hand it off, and that is going to be a very lucky escape. 8 yards for Javen Jacobs. Nice play for the running back there. 1st and 10 now from the 48. They're about to cross midfield, and they do right here. And Jacobs has another nice run for about 12 yards. Nice play. 3rd and 7, and Davis has 11 personnel, trips to the left, and he's gonna go up there, but it's gonna be knocked away by Sergio Gonzalez. What a play by the DB. They actually have to punt it away. They didn't get any points out of that drive, and bad field position now for Maui, but they do get out of it very quickly with Greg McHugh, the tight end. Nice catch there. 1st down at the 18. And Hirsch is going to throw it on the angle route, and that's a very nice held on to ball by Will Whitehurst, which gets him a 1st down again. Now they're going to roll down the field, hopefully, as Hirsch is going to throw it. That's going to be a 9-yard gain to Terry Carter, who couldn't break the tackle there, fall ahead. Instead, it's going to be 2nd and inches now, and they're just going to throw the angle route to Morris, who's got about 9 yards and a 1st down with it. And they're just running down the clock now, honestly. Hirsch has a wide open man after they sent the zone blitz from that side. He throws it right there. Greg McHugh wide open. 1st down and 10 now from the 36. They're going to hand it off to Whitehurst, who's going to get to the edge, turn it upfield, and get the first down. What a play on the stretch there. And now 2nd and 5 for Edward Hirsch. And he has lots of time. He gets it away over the middle and easy. 11-yard completion. That's just too easy, man. The drive has been going on for a long time now. And Hirsch is going to throw the bubble. Terry Carter into the end zone. Touchdown, Maui. 35-7. And I think that's going to do it, man. And New Mexico is just not good enough to compete against such an offense, especially not on an away game. And yeah, 35-7. We do not allow any more points at all. We just dominated the second quarter, and it was enough. We didn't have to do anything more. That first quarter was actually not great for the Maui offense. But yeah, in the second half, we just ran out the clock. We didn't do much anymore. And this time, actually, I understand it. Hirsch gets player of the game with a 5-touchdown performance, 68% completion percentage. Very nice game. We dominated this performance here, and just like it should be, we are by so far the better team. And yeah, Javen Jacobs, he had a nice game on the ground, but we closed the door on the running game too quickly. We ran away with the points, and they started to only throw it, and that was a little bit too easily calculable, or however you say that. Terry Carter with about 118 yards and 2 touchdowns on the game. That was a very nice performance. Roger Ramirez had a nice touchdown, man. Greg McHugh had a bunch of catches. George Smith had 54 yards and 2 scores. Yeah, the only one that didn't really get involved this time around was JJ Easy, but still made a couple nice catches. And yeah, so far this season goes very well. We're still unbeaten in conference. We're 5-0. And yeah, New Mexico is now 2-3. That's a win we had to get, but yeah. Yeah, we didn't really do that well on the sack front. Just 2 of them on... Well, I mean, I guess it was not really a horrible O-line, but they had a couple injuries, so a couple backups in the game. We get player of the week for Edward Hirsch, and deservedly so, man. 5 touchdowns, no mistakes made. And yeah, we have won the Mountain West Conference Southern Division. With this win, we cannot be caught anymore, and this next game is just for nothing, but we still have to win it because we're ranked, and you don't want to lose when you're ranked because it means you got a chance at the playoffs. Next game is going to be, or last game of the season, is going to be against the New Mexico State Aggies, and this is probably going to be a little bit tougher. They don't have as many injuries. They actually have a good starting quarterback in Rob Webster, 6'2", 204, with solid accuracies. Nothing too crazy, but very good arm. Also, this kid is not really good at running. The 80 speed, I mean, I guess he can navigate a little bit, but this kid's not going to run that far. Brett Harris is their running back. Where's number 33, 5'10", 189. Pretty small running back, if you ask me. More like a, honestly, looks more like a receiver. But he's a very good elusive back. The power is not there at all. 87 speed is probably the explanation for why he's a running back and not a receiver. Their top receiver is Donovan Fopel with decent route runnings, very reliable hands, honestly, and yeah, good elusiveness as well. So definitely somebody to watch out for. 89 speed's not bad either. I think in the Mountain West Conference you can live on like 89 speed or something. In the Pac-12, probably not anymore. The O-line for the Aggies actually doesn't look half bad. It's okay. It's not something crazy good or anything, but they are also missing a starter. BJ Tolo is going to be replaced with a true freshman, Josh Reynoso. That's probably not gonna be good news, but they do have a few solid starter there on the O-line. And then they're also gonna be missing their top edge rusher in Jaden Robinson, fractured elbow. He's definitely done for the season. Malaki Taase is their second best edge rusher, who 85 power moves, looks actually really good. a 95 strength, man. That looks really solid with the power moves and the strength, and has some run stopping ability too. The finesse move 76 is more like a complementary thing, but really good athlete. They have a good middle linebacker here in Sone Aupiu. I'm not sure how to pronounce these names correctly, but very solid zone cover corner, not corner, linebacker. That is actually not bad. And then the run stopping, it's decent. Nothing to write home about, but it's decent. He's just not an athlete at all. 76 speed is pretty slow. And then they have Josiah Charles. That's their top corner. He's an 86 overall player. He's the best player on the team, man. And this kid looks really good, man. He's really good man coverage, really good zone. The 71, really good press. The zone is really not great. 71. Not great, but decent speed, I guess. And then their number 2 corner, Rashad McKinley's also one of their best players on the team. 86 man coverage, 79 press, 81 catching. The only catch on him is 57 zone coverage and horrible tackling ratings. The only thing he's got really going for him is the great speed, man, and the man coverage. Colt Mangino is a safety, and he also looks really good. He's out of Albuquerque. And 98 zone coverage, man. That looks unreal. 96 catching as well. That kid looks pretty good. The run support, it's not really there, man, but he looks really good as like a back-end safety with not too much speed. So far we have played them twice, and every team has won one game, so this is also a series decider, I guess, and we are hoping to get our second win here against this team. We lost the first matchup in Season 1. That was not really particularly close. That was a pretty bad loss. And then in the second game, it was also not particularly close. So let's hope that this is also not a particularly close game and we win it by a bunch of points. And we're going to go on offense first. Trips to the right, isolated George Smith to the left, and he's the recipient, gets the first down. And that's a nice start on offense today. From the 34-yard line, Edward Hirsch has the clean pocket. He does get it away to Carter, and he dropped the football! New Mexico State's on it. The Aggies got the ball. Terry Carter is going to put it on the ground and give the ball away. And the Aggies are now going to have a very short field. Start already in field goal range here in their senior day home game, man. 1st and 10, and they're gonna throw it backwards, and that was a bad decision, man. Ralph Jones wraps him up there for a 5-yard loss, and now 2nd and 15. The Aggies are gonna get pressured. This is cover 0, man, and it should have been a loss if this kid knew how to tackle, but Webster makes this a 12-yard completion, man. And now 3rd and 3 over the middle, and the hit is applied, but the catch is also made. 3rd and 6, split backfield, but they're gonna throw it here, and at the goal line, that's denied, but still caught, and a new set of downs from the 1-yard line. They're gonna go goal line personnel, and yeah, that is a little bit too wide open as Maui sold out for the run, and it did not go their way. The Aggies take a 7-0 lead and capitalize off that turnover. Terry Carter puts it on the ground. And now Maui is down in a hole. 7-0 for the Aggies, and the Surfers get the ball, and Carter didn't fumble it this time at least. That's about a 12-yard gain. Let's see what we can do as Hirsch is now crossing 4,000 passing yards on the season, man. That's a pretty crazy number in college, man. But this air raid has been working out for him real well. 1st down and 10. They're going to motion over Terry Carter, and Hirsch is going to throw it to a wide open George Smith, who was just sitting down between the zone. That's about a 15-yard connection. And move the chains again. 1st down and 10, and almost at midfield are the Surfers. Hirsch has the clean pocket. 1-on-1 down the field. It's Smith behind the defense. That's going to be a touchdown. 51 yards for George Smith. And the New Mexico State Aggies, yeah, they do not have the corners to keep up with the speed we have on offense. 3rd and 3 now for the Aggies on offense. And this one is going to be shy of the sticks. 4th and inches. And a Beta, whose name I also remember because that kid played pretty well in our last meeting. does not get the first down this time, but we are not either. That's a 3 and out for us because we can't connect on the slip screen, man. First down and 10, and Webster has a lot of time to throw this one, and that's going to be complete, and a first down to the 30. That's wide receiver Alan Ortiz. First down and 10, split backfield, and they're going to not hand it off. That's going to be a play action shot, and Ralph Jones was not fooled at all. The middle linebacker on the zone blitz there. He does take the quarterback down, and New Mexico State is now in a tough 3rd and 17, and that is not looking good. That's going to be another sack. It's Kareem Cleveland in the backfield. He's the first one there, and Webster goes down for another massive loss. 4th and 30, and those 2 sacks back-to-back are really bad because now Maui gets it back in plus territory after the punt. First down and 10, they're going to throw the bubble, and Carter is going to run to the outside, get about a 9-yard gain there before he's shoved out of bounds. 2nd and 1, and Hirsch is going to throw it. 4-man pressure, he gets it away. This one's caught. That's Roger Ramirez. First down, and they're going to move close to the red zone now. Motion out the running back, Whitehurst, and they're gonna throw it on the corner route. It's a touchdown. What a play. Tight end Greg McHugh. What a route by him, man, and the ball was just placed perfectly into the end zone. 14-7 as the Aggies are now down by 7 after they started the game so well, and now out of bounds, but it is called a catch and good by the running back triplet there. It's not even the starter. 2nd and 4, and Webster's gonna throw the screen to the outside instead of handing it off to the running back, and that's gonna be a good call. 1st and 10. Now 3rd and 4, and Webster completely whiffs on the throw, and that's gonna be 4th down. They take the field goal, and it is blocked. Somebody got into the backfield, and that's gonna be a turnover on downs. And an injury on the field as Jerry Davis has to come out of the game. And that's bad news. He's our only really good edge rusher. 3rd and 10 for Hirsch. And this one is not going to be going too far. 4th down and 3 after the Greg McHugh catch. And they are going for it. They're going to take the chance here as Hirsch is going to get it away to his top receiver. And Smith wide open. First down and a lot more for the number 1 wide out there. 2nd and 10 for Hirsch, and he does not see the nickel blitz, and he goes down. That's a bad sack, man. That's actually not a nickel blitz. It was a zone blitz set up with like a 6-man pressure and then 3 deep zones or something like Engage 8, but with a couple underneath zones. But they, in fact, do get the first down on the slip screen there with Whitehurst. Crazy. And now 6-man pressure again and wide open. Exactly throwing into the blitz is Edward Hirsch. Great catch by George Smith, getting the first down. And now 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. And they are going to motion out 1 running back. Throw into the end zone. Touchdown, Smith. They are going to have the RPO here to George Smith. And the Surfers, in their perfect wave alternate uniforms, take a 2-score lead for the first time in this game. It's 21-7. And Webster now under some pressure, and he is going down again, man. The zone blitz works out again. It's Ralph Jones, the middle linebacker, back for his 2nd sack of the day on that zone blitz, as we apparently can't really pressure this quarterback without blitzes, but this time around it's actually an edge rusher as Jerry Davis comes back into the game and gets his 10th sack on the season. Nice play by the edge rusher. 2nd and 4 after the punt. It's good field position for Hirsch because of the sack or sacks multiple, and they have a nice completion there to Greg McHugh. Down inside the red zone now. It's 1st down and 10, and we're 4 minutes away from the end of the half as we're just gonna throw it over the middle, and that catch is made. It's Terry Carter into the end zone. Touchdown Maui. We get the score again, and Terry Carter looks phenomenal so far. 1st down and 10. I mean, after that fumble, he did not look phenomenal on that fumble, man. But 9-yard gain there for Isaiah Abeta. 2nd and 1. They're gonna hand it off now to their top running back, and that's going to be an 8-yard gain for Brett Harris, as they're finally running the ball again. And now they're going to have a play action shot, and you got to be in the backfield, man. What are you doing? As this catch is made on the outside by tight end Braxton May. They're just completing passes to receivers all over the field. Like, so many targets going out to so many different players. 8-yard run there. And now it's a first down and 10 at the edge of field goal range for Rob Webster. And we're inside 2 minutes at the moment. And that's going to be a first down on the outside, but the clock keeps ticking down. 1 minute and 10 seconds on the clock now for Webster. On 3rd and 10, they're just going to set up the screen, and that's not going to go too far. It's 4th down and 2 coming up, and the timeout is taken now by the Maui coaching staff to get some time and put some points on the board for themselves. It's a field goal. 28-10 is the score, so still a 3-score game, but Maui wants to put this one away. First down and 10 for Hirsch, and he has a clean pocket to operate from, and this one is picked off. What are you doing? George Smith was the intended receiver, but he never sat down where he was supposed to sit down, and he instead runs further, and the ball gets intercepted by the New Mexico State Aggies, and into the end zone. Touchdown Aggies. And instead of Maui getting the ball back and scoring another touchdown, it's New Mexico State getting the ball back and scoring a touchdown. So now this is an 11-point game, and there's still 47 seconds on the clock. Let's just not throw another pick. Corner route on the outside. It's catch made. Terry Carter. What a play. Great play call that gets him down the field into plus territory. Now 1st and 10, 41 seconds on the clock. Hirsch over the middle, catch is made. That's Terry Carter again with a nice catch. And that's another 25 on top. Now from the 24-yard line, they're going to have a sack. That was bad on the right tackle there. Frank Banks gave that up a little bit too easily. And then they just let the clock run down. No timeouts left for the Surfers. And he has to throw it into the end zone, and this one gets picked off because there was no time. And at least they didn't let him return it, man. But that was an ugly sequence. Throwing a pick that results in a touchdown, and getting the ball back and throwing another pick, man. But yeah, that's a weird thing that the game does, is if you're inside 1 minute and you want to go hurry up, or you don't want to go hurry up, but you want to you have enough time to just select the play regularly, the clock runs down a lot more than it usually would, and it ran down to like 12 seconds on the play clock, and I didn't realize, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, there's 2 seconds on the clock, I have to throw it in the end zone, man. And yeah, that was happened there, but now this is getting out of control, man. New Mexico State with another touchdown, as they have a perfect throw into the end zone and gotten behind the defense. That was a very bad look. Man coverage across the board, and Jason Miller, our 3rd corner, he doesn't look great on man coverage, man. Maybe I shouldn't play it anymore. But they're just gonna go for 2 now, and 2-point try is good, and it's a 3-point game. It was a 3-score game not too long ago, and now it's a 3-point game, and we are gonna have to do something. 3rd down and 10. We can't even get the slip screen off because they are in the backfield so quickly. New Mexico State Aggies D-line plays really well, but finally we see something from our D-line, as Nate Goodspeed is the first one there. We take down Rob Webster, and that was very necessary. 3rd and 21. Can you just finish this, man? This one's intercepted, man. It's Daniel Madrid, and he has some room to run it back. And he's going to run it to the outside. Tries to juke out the quarterback, and he does, but he does get takedown after that. Madrid with a very nice return on the interception. And the Aggies finally make a mistake, and we get the ball back almost in field goal range. And we're going to have a run now with Whitehurst, as he gets a very nice blocking up front there. Gets about 10 yards on the play. Move the sticks. 1st down and 10 now for Edward Hirsch. And this is inside field goal range, definitely, but not if you get dropped. Not if you take a sack like that. That's just not good at all. And there was cover 4 too. Like, there was no extra pressures. Hirsch has a man. This one is dropped by George Smith on the corner. What are you doing, man? That's got to be a first down. That's got to be a touchdown, man. And instead, we do get the field goal, but this is going to hurt a lot because now it's a 6-point game instead of a 10-point game. And we keep making mistakes, man, as they're just going to hand it off to the running back, Brett Harris there. And that's a nice run, about 8 yards on the play. 3rd and 2. They're going to have trips to the right set up there. And they are going to run it up the middle. Harris, another 11-yard run on this play, man. They look very good running the football. We can't stop it for some reason. Now they're going to go the draw, and it works out to perfection. It's an 8-yard run. 3rd and 2 coming up. And they have trips to the right. And they're going to go direct snap, and that did not work out at all. That's Nate Manu-Maliuna in the backfield. And they have to take the points here. And they cut it down to a field goal game again. It's 3 points. Could have been 7 if George Smith had made that catch, man. That would have been a first down inside the 10, man. But instead, we're going to have to go get the touchdown now. And that's a good start here, getting the first down. Now 1st and 10 for Hirsch, and the pressure is coming in, man. And he throws it into the blitz. McHugh has a nice catch at the sideline and running upfield. And we are 2 minutes away from the 4th quarter now. Minute and 20 now. As Edward Hirsch has another five-man blitz, and he does get Jameel Morris over the middle there. And now it's 2nd and 9. Trips to the right. You're going to motion out Whitehurst. And Hirsch is going to get his receiver. It's Terry Carter up the middle. That's a nice play. And we're inside the 4th quarter now. Terry Carter gets us inside the 10-yard line. 2nd and goal. And Hirsch is going to hand it off. Whitehurst down at the 1. They don't mark him inside. He did not break the plane apparently. 3rd and goal. Got to get this one, man. And Hirsch is going to hand it off, and Morris is going to go absolutely nowhere. What a play for the defense. They sold out for the run, and it did work out to perfection. It's another field goal for the Surfers, and it's still a 6-point game. We're 6.5 minutes away from the end of the game. And Webster now 3rd and 4. 4-man pressure, and he got his man over the middle there. That's a 10-yard connection. Very solid play to the tight end, Braxton May again. 3rd and 13, and Webster stands tall in the pocket, and it's collapsing, and finally he throws it. It's incomplete, and Maui gets the ball back on offense after that punt. And now you have to run out the clock, man, as we get a nice 9-yard catch by Whitehurst. Now we're inside 2 minutes, and Whitehurst is gonna run it, but he doesn't get very far. Timeout taken by New Mexico State. And this is a 3rd and 6 now, and we are gonna run it. And they sold out to the run again, and it did work out again. New Mexico State stops us, takes the timeout. There are no timeouts left anymore, but they do have 100 seconds on the clock now. Webster, 4-man pressure, and he gets it away on time. Miller beaten on the throw again. Our 3rd cornerback situation is just not great, man. 1st down and 10. And Webster has the clean pocket, throws it, corner at the sideline. What a throw, what a catch, perfect play for the Aggies. Now inside Maui territory, they get another 1st down catch right at the sticks. They tackle him, 1st down, and good spot for the referees there. 1st down and 10, trips to the left, isolated receiver to the right, and even though he was covered by like 3 people, he still makes the catch, man. What are you talking about? 2nd and 10, a minute on the clock, and this is going to be a run. Brett Harris is going to be into the end zone. What are you doing? You could have stopped him 3 times, and he still gets the touchdown. The Aggies with a touchdown that is heartbreaking. 50 seconds on the clock for Maui. And Hirsch, 2nd and 10. His receiver doesn't run the routes properly, and he goes down. Terry Carter with a pretty bad route there. And they are going to go hurry up there. 3rd and 20 for Hirsch, and he does get it away, but he didn't get all of it because George Smith was actually behind the defense. That would have been a touchdown. 4th and 20, and Hirsch is getting it away, but everybody's covered up, and that's no good. New Mexico State gets the ball back, And they are going to hand it off to Brett Harris into the end zone. Another touchdown for the Aggies. And they are up by 8 points now. Can you believe it? And the game is over. That's going to do it. We couldn't get it done. We had the game on ice. We just had to get the one first down. And they sold out to get the stop. And it worked out. So, while this game doesn't really have any consequences for a Mountain West Conference play, this loss is really bad because we just lost to a 76 overall team. And that's not going to do well with our top 25 status. So, I don't know if we win the conference championship game. I don't know if that is going to get us to the playoffs now anymore. Because that was a pretty bad loss. Overall, I'd say this game was a little bit cursed. That one pick, I thought he was going to sit down, and then he didn't for some reason, and then he picks it off. They go get the touchdown 2 plays later. I get the ball back, and then I had like 50 seconds on the clock, right? I had that sack, and then I was like, okay, 50 seconds. If you run off 15 seconds, that's still 30 seconds on the clock. So let's just select a play regularly and not from the hurry up menu. And then the play clock just ran off 28 seconds or something, even though I wanted to like keep the time. And then it was like, okay, shit, there's only 5 seconds on the clock. What do I do? Okay, just throw it in the end zone, and then was picked off, man. Like, what am I supposed to do, man? That was pretty cursed, man. And the game was still not lost, but in the second half, we had like 3 different slip screens that were just not even completed at all. If we can complete, I know we have a good enough running back to make somebody miss and get the 10 yards or something, but we couldn't even get that one. And that's what broke us in the end because, yeah, and then, oh man, that catch, man. George Smith, our best receiver, gets the perfect opportunity to, it was a 3rd and 18 at the end there, I think. He has the perfect route there. He was open by a step. You got to make the catch there. And then we're inside the 10. We can go get the touchdown. And then we're up by 2 scores and the game is over. And instead, we have to settle for a field goal. And then we can't run it because, yeah, whatever happens there. We had that run at the goal line where Morris was dropped for like a 4-yard loss. Oh, man, this game was just cursed. But luckily, we're still ranked number 13, and we're going to play the Mountain West Conference Championship game against Colorado State. So at least something good came out of this season. Pretty bad loss there at the end, but what are you going to do? We're 10-2. We are still ranked in the top 25. That's actually pretty... I actually feared a lot that we were going to drop out, but we're still ranked. And we are going to play Colorado State now, who won the the Mountain West Conference North Division title. So that's going to be next episode, our conference championship game. And then I guess we'll see what happens after that. If we win that game, by the way, we're going to relegate up to the Pac-12. That's our chance to have a shot play with the big boys and not have all these blowouts that we had this season, especially like New Mexico State, New Mexico. I think San Jose State was a pretty big blowout. Arizona State was a pretty big blowout as well, I think. But yeah, if we win that game, the conference championship game, we're up to the Pac-12. And if we lose, well, I mean, then we have to play one more season in the Mountain West Conference. But this is our shot. And that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more Maui Dynasty. Thanks for watching. See you next episode. Until then, have a great day.